folks, what a lovely place. So, Willmott, Dixon, in case you don't know us, a main contractor. We do have an energy services business as part of that. What's our focus? Our focus is, from a dwellings perspective, is whole house / more complex projects. But when I mean whole house, and it was touched on before the break, I don't just mean the whole house is done in one go, but it is about recognising a whole house ultimately needs to be undertaken, but that may be a pathway of which the work we do is the start of that journey. In terms of how the business has been affected, I think is the question in front of me in terms of Green Deal and Eco during the course of 2013. I was dwelling on that one because Willmott Dixon is all about delivering things at scale. And the strategy quite clearly was, and unashamedly, to get the finances to work, eco-based, but then using Green Deal to extend focused, concentrated schemes in the main. Clearly we do other things, but in terms of baseload, that was important. And we've been pretty successful, developed some pretty big schemes, and we are really pleased with activity during the 2013 timeframe. But it won't be lost of view, and I'll focus the future bit unashamedly again on the finance element. That isn't to say other bits, demand generation, household comfort, etc., aren't important, but touched very briefly on the finance side. So how does it feel at the moment? Well, in my head, and when I close my eyes, I see this. And that's my picture for 2013. Now, it has to be said, at the beginning of 2013, we've tended to throw ones and twos and move quite slowly, rarely picking up a ladder to make a big leap forward. Hard work got us quite close to the top of the snakes and ladders board. And we kind of knew where the snakes were. Unfortunately, someone didn't tell us there was actually an invisible snake. And of course, that was kind of stepped on at the beginning of December with the eco changes. Something we certainly hadn't contemplated as a possibility at all, and I don't think anyone else had. It had never changed in 20 years, why should we? So, looking at finance, I just wanted to share where we are, because this will shape our view. Our movement in 2014 is about finance and where's it going. Very, very quickly, because Paul's going to growl at me otherwise. I'm going to show you some pictures and areas in terms of how this interrelates to Green Deal. So if we take the top half, individual homes marketed and delivered as individual homes. The bottom half is community. The left-hand side is high-cost measures, solid walls, and the right-hand side, low-cost measures such as lofts and cavities. In the middle, you'd have boilers. And then if I quickly overlay, we've got the HHCRO. That's mostly a boiler programme and insulation measures delivered to individual homes. The right-hand side, Cisco, the communities programme, clearly in communities delivering low-cost measures. And then on the left-hand side, we have the big zero pot, primarily helping to co-fund expensive measures with a significant overlap with the Green Deal market that we're here today to talk about. It's not wholly, of course there are green deals, many green deals, the early ones done that are heating related, but certainly the future was seen supporting high-cost measures supported by eco. And of course, come beginning of December, that changed. And this is where in my head, when I think Green Deal and where is it going, this is the concern. Now, DEC recognised that, and I applaud them for being able to get the hands on additional £540 billion, of which most of it goes into this pot. If I overlay that, it tends to be focused in market terms on individual delivery. So in my head, when I'm looking at our strategy for this year, there's a big shift in this marketplace. And what's more, unfortunately, the zero part, certainly solid walls, is controlled by actually very few energy companies. And also that interacts with Green Deal communities. So again, where, from a business perspective, where's the money going? What does that business look like? I think it really emphasises, to us anyway, for Green Deal to be successful, the design of the private rented sector finance element and the stamp duty element, and welcomed about the cashback as individual initiatives. They're really good, and people have heard me talk about stamp duty before as an important structural driver in this space. How these go together is critically important to us. When I look forward to 2014, and when I look forward to Green Deal being a success, getting this design right literally over the next few weeks is critical. Otherwise, I'm just not sure how the financing is going to work. So all our plans for large schemes, communities, concession agreements with local authorities that we've been spending 18 months developing and putting into place, the experience we've gained, the teams we've built, are predicated on that we've got a finance offer that will work on a sufficient scale to be able to actually get on with homes and then grow them out. And I know Catherine's sitting there thinking about one-off homes, yeah, that's a challenge. Looking forward, how do we even get larger schemes going? And I think in where I am looking forward, we've got 12 months to get Green Deal to really rock. This isn't a great pace to start, but the combination could be shaped to work well. A lot of work to be done in the next 4 weeks.
Thank you very much, David.